Good morning, and happy Wednesday from the farm. Welcome to another episode of Thinking Outside the Soil, where I get to talk story and touch on topics about hydroponics and the farmers who grow the crops and creatures we need to eat. And I am your host, Seany Alfalfaseed. Thank you for being with us on this beautiful morning. Today is March 1st, 2023. It is my 38th birthday, so I have made another revolution around the sun, and I'm thinking about what I have done and what I enjoy, and I'm grateful that I get to spend today doing the things that I love, being with you, being with the chickens, and I am working on a grant proposal today. So those are my gifts to myself, to Blooming Health Farms, and then I'm going to spend some time with some friends and loved ones on later in the day. While thinking about some of those things just now, I realized that it may be clear or it might not that one of the things I also love to talk about is water, and I have jumped on the egg bandwagon like many of us out there. Not quite true. We've been selling eggs for a while, but I thought today's episode would be neat to talk about the water inside of eggs. But real quick, while I've got you, if you could be so kind as to leave me a review and let me know what you've enjoyed so far or why others should stick around as well. Water is often overlooked in a lot of areas of our life, and I think that when we are unable to actually see the specific things, they escape our awareness. And the water inside of an egg seems to be one of those things often overlooked. The egg is made up of 65 to 70% of water by total weight, which makes sense when you think about when we crack the egg, most of what comes out of it is liquid, and liquids are made up with water. But other than the yolk being liquidy, water is extremely important during the egg formation, and it provides a lot of important functions for the chicken throughout the egg development process. So without getting too nerdy on us today, in terms of biochemistry, water is essential for breaking down the things that chickens eat. First, water is important in the digestive process so that it can create a digestible product. It's next most important in the metabolic process. So, for example, water has to hydrolyze or break apart the things inside the feeds that chickens eat. So it's going to separate out the proteins and the fats and the carbohydrates so that the chickens can get all of those amino acids, all of the fatty acids, and the glucoses that they will need to build the various components of the egg, like the egg yolk, the egg white, the different membranes, the shell, and the bloom. Now, water also plays a critical role in shaping the egg by maintaining the inside pressure of the egg. And the amount of water in the egg can also influence its shape. So, for example, if there's too much water in the egg, it can result in a watery egg white or a thin and weak shell. On the other hand, if you could have a really thick egg white or small and misshapen eggshells. One way I like to think about water in the role of shaping an egg is when we imagine a raindrop or falling water. Water tends to create its own physics Water seems to take a universal shape at a certain size, so it makes sense why an egg would resemble an egg drop. Overall, water's essential for the formation of an egg because it's able to provide the medium for the nutrients to go inside and outside of the egg during egg development, as well as being able to assist in digestion and aid in the metabolic processes that are required to form the different parts of the egg. That is all I have for us today on this gorgeous Wednesday. If you're interested in learning more about how hydroponic fodder is helping farmers save water, improve livestock quality, and helping us become better stewards, head on over to thinkingoutsidethesoil.com and get yourself a copy of my book so you don't miss out on becoming part of the next agricultural revolution. Join us again tomorrow, and thank you for being with us on another episode of Thinking Outside the Soil. Take care and have a lovely day. Hey, before you go, check out the links below, and if you'd be so kind as to leave a rating and review and follow the show. For those with feathered friends, don't forget to get yourself some of our Blooming Health Farms Chicken Blend Sprouting Mix. This supplemental mix has been shown to give you some of the best eggs with the yummiest yolks. You'll have happy, healthy hens that abandon the feeder and give you eggs with high levels of vitamin A and omega fatty acids. So don't forget to get yourself some Blooming Health Farms Chicken Blend Sprouting Mix.